Hi, I'm Tom Martino, and listen, I want to talk about something that comes up all the time. People are in trouble right now with their homes, many of them, and you can do short sales. What is a short sale exactly? We're going to talk to our experts. Those forcing foreclosure may be able to avoid a foreclosure, and sometimes it's not reported that bad. Sometimes there's not even tax implications if you're truly insolvent. Let's talk to our experts who also want to tell us about an FHA program. Julie Maeda is with us, along with Brandon Allen with the Haven Group. Remember the name Haven? It's kind of like heaven for those who need it. I'm telling you, they have helped many, many people avoid credit ruination, really. Julie, what about this FHA thing you were telling me in the break?
There is a program out for people homeowners who facilitate a short sale. They get up to $1,000 at the closing table as a seller incentive.
Really? Hold on. So why is FHA doing that?
Because they would rather see their homes be short sold than go into foreclosure.
And what does this mean? Guaranteed to stay in the home 4 months, receive $1,000 and no deficiency. Let's talk about that. This is major.
Right.
That the FHA is finally embracing short sales. They're saying, okay, it's all right. We know it's not your fault.
The fact that there's absolutely no deficiency is huge.
Wow.
Is huge.
So in other words, what that means, folks, let's say your home is worth $100,000. And you have a loan for 100, okay? And you have to sell it for 80 because of the market. That's a $20,000 deficiency. You can't pay off your loan. They won't come after you for that.
Right, guaranteed.
Because in a foreclosure, many times, not many times, they come after you for a deficiency. So, Brandon, is this amazing that the FHA is actually saying it's all right, guys?
Yeah, and
they're encouraging it.
It's more of a global picture now as we're starting to see more banks catch up with the times. They should have done this years ago.
They're actually
starting to get to the point where they are embracing this a little bit more, or being more cooperative.
Well, I would say not just cooperative, they're offering an incentive.
Yeah, and that's they have to make sure that a lot of those liens are settled. So water and sewer may have to come off the 1,000.
Well, yeah,
but that's there.
Right. Let's assume people are keeping up on most payments, but they might.
Yes.
They just need a short sale.
Right.
You can stay in your home for 4 months and get $1,000 and no deficiency.
Yeah,
right.
And that's FHA. I mean, that's not a marketing plan that anybody's coming out with.
Right.
That's federal housing.
So that tells me FHA is saying, you know, Haven Group, go on out and find people. We're going to help you. Yeah. That's what it's saying.
Right. Yeah. So if you have an FHA loan, call us, and you are upside down on your mortgage.
Yes.
Call us, and we can help you facilitate that short sale and get you, first of all, no deficiency, up to $1,000 at closing, and help buy you some time.
Yes. Here's another thing I heard, that there are some mortgage companies that understand short sales and will even help you get in another home. They don't hold it against you. There are programs now with new mortgage companies somebody comes right out of a short sale, as long as the rest of their credit is all right.
Right.
As long as they're not deficient in everything. If the only problem you had was a short sale, we have but there are companies willing to refinance you in a new home.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's kind of the newest thing out there. And really, it's going to be dependent on how you've balanced your bills.
Oh, yeah. If you're, like I said, if you just have bad credit and never paid anything, you're not going to get in another home. But some people are great. They come to you, and the only thing they have is a home they're upside down in. They can't afford, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And typically, that starts off with a bad situation medically. Most of the time, that's what we see.
I know.
Medical bills, no insurance. They owe $25,000, and they have the choice.
And they can't
Which one are they going to pay?
refinance.
And a lot of people tell me that it was a choice between really, truly eating and paying a mortgage because they're that far behind. So it's that important to get to these short sales.
The Haven team, you see there, that's their website, thehaventeam.com. There's the number, 720-295-HOPE, which really is what we're talking about. In fact, for the rest of the hour, you can reach them at our number because they're going to be at our help center, 303-771-HELP. Now, this is what you need to do. You need to know that they're talking about FHA as well. So the new FHA incentives if you need a short sale. Also conventional short sales, right?
Correct.
Absolutely.
And then let's go over, did you want to bring some stuff out? Because I want to make sure. Go ahead.
I want to talk to the homeowners who are facing foreclosure.
Okay, now.
We have a homeowner who she came to us within a week of foreclosure.
Yeah. She was that close.
She was 7 days.
Before sale?
Yes.
Before sale.
And you were able to stop it?
She has been in her home 4.5 to 5 months now. She needed to buy time, so we got that for her. And now we have closing set up, and that's gonna save her from foreclosure.
And it saved her from moving.
Yes, so she was able to save a little bit of money over that 5 months.
And we don't want everybody waiting for a week. That's a horrible stressor on everybody. But the fact is, we have a great team.
In fact, it's better, the more time these guys have to work, the better off you'll be. But please keep in mind for the rest of the hour that we do have a help center. Now, when, of course, they're not there, you can reach them. Let's directly in their office. Let's go through some basic questions. How much does it cost to do a short sale?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Okay, this is important. You pay nothing as a consumer, and as you saw with the FHA, there's actually incentives.
And I really want to talk about that. Okay. Nothing. There's a lot of realtors out there who may charge a negotiation fee.
You don't?
Absolutely not. We have an in-house negotiator who negotiates for us. We pay them. If you had money to pay a negotiator, you would be paying your mortgage.
Here's another thing. No upfront fees. So many of these people promise we'll get you a short sale or a loan mod, and they take money up front. Yeah. That's a red flag right off the bat. Never pay up front for a short sale. Never pay up front for a mod.
Right.
Okay, what next thing? Will you have to pay the difference? We just talked about deficiency. Now with FHA, you can get out of a deficiency. What about conventional loans?
Yes, there's the Mortgage Debt Relief Act.
Right.
That most people qualify for.
Right, they do.
And there's also insolvency. And insolvency is when your debt outweighs your assets.
Right, and if that's the case, you don't even, with the right forms and a CPA, you got to see an account, you can get out of paying tax on that as well. Let's talk about this. Well, I have to pay closing costs if I do a short sale. You say there are no fees. You mean no fees, no commissions. Okay.
Our goal is to get you to the closing table paying $0 out of pocket. If you have an FHA loan, we'll even put some money in your pocket.
Now, can I live in my home during the process?
Absolutely.
Or do I move as soon as
we would much rather the homeowner live in the home during the short sale because we know that they're going to take better care of that home when they're living in it.
And Tom, the banks now actually have the choice to expedite a foreclosure proceedings if they know the home's been abandoned. They can actually choose...
In an emergency,
exactly.
Right.
So they can actually make this foreclosure timeline 60 days instead of 110 if the home's been abandoned. So don't leave the home. Okay. Take care of it. It will only help the value.
Very good point. Brandon, how long does this all take, this short sale?
Well, that's dependent. I've seen them go a year and a half. And there you can
look
at a year and a half of
you're in the
mortgage.
house.
Yeah, exactly right. So they can last a long time. We are seeing the banks kind of get it in gear, so 4 to 6 months.
What about when they do have to move? How much notice did they get?
Normal closing. So if there's a contract that goes in, and these new buyers need 30 days, 45 days, you still have that normal time. You don't.
So you don't lose all your rights. You don't just. They don't just come and say, okay, we short sailed. Bye.
They have to sign all the contracts. They have to agree to everything the bank's terms are. So.
All right, listen. This is very important that you tell people if you didn't see this, if they didn't see the segment, please watch Martino.tv for an archive segment. We put some of these on YouTube. Also, you can call the help center for the rest of the hour. So if your husband's at work and you just heard this, or if you're at work and you want him to know about it or her to know about it, 303-771-HELP. Call right now. If you have an FHA loan upside down, there are incentives. If you have a conventional loan, there are ways to stay in it. There are ways not to pay taxes. There are ways not to pay deficiencies, okay? It's better than a foreclosure in most cases, most all cases, except if you're just hopeless and in a bankruptcy. Now, we have also their number, 720-295-HOPE, 720-295 HOPE. Quickly, you shake your head when I said bankruptcy. What were you saying? What were you thinking? No, you want to avoid that by all costs, right?
Well, but in a Chapter 7, it only pushes the foreclosure date back.
You're right. They can still foreclose.
You can still do a short sale in a Chapter 7. It's still going to buy you time.
I guess what I meant was if the mortgage company isn't cooperating and you're just, you have no other hope. But you're right. The number, 720-295-HOPE. Paula?
All right, Tom, still to come on